Welcome to Traveling Kangaroo, and welcome to North Macedonia, one of Europe's best-kept secrets. If you're dreaming of an affordable European life, ancient lakes, warm café culture, and genuine human connection, stay with me. Today, I'll give you the unfiltered truth about living here. What's magical, what's messy, and what you need to know before hopping on that one-way flight. I'm the Traveling Kangaroo. Let's bounce into it. Think cheap rents, fresh markets, mountain hikes, and cozy cafes. That's the postcard. Now imagine bureaucracy that moves at its own pace, language walls you need to climb, and a local economy where your cheap rent might equal a month's salary for someone born here. This video will walk you through the money, the culture, the daily life, the headaches, and the joy. Also, you can decide whether North Macedonia is your kind of adventure. First hop, why people come, the money and affordability. Affordability is the siren song. With foreign or remote income, North Macedonia can feel like instant freedom. In Skopje, you can find a comfortable one-bedroom outside the center for about $350 a month. In smaller towns like Ohrid or Bitola, you can often pay even less. Utilities and high-speed internet together frequently run around $60 a month. A taxi across the city center? Maybe $3 or $4. Coffee in a trendy cafe might be $1.50. A local pastry under $1. So, weekly groceries for fresh produce, local cheese and meat. That's often around $40. That math adds up, right? Many expats say they can live comfortably here on $700 to $900 a month. And honestly, if you're coming with a Western salary or freelance income, you can stretch it into a lifestyle that most places in Europe just won't buy. But, kangaroo pause, here's the other side of the coin. Most locals do not earn Western salaries. The average net wage in North Macedonia is roughly $740 to $800, and the minimum net wage is around $400 to $430. For many residents, $350 for rent is a large portion of income. That gap fuels problems like brain drain, young professionals leaving for better pay abroad. As a foreigner, you'll benefit from lower prices, but be aware of the inequality you live inside of. It's real, and it shapes daily life and the country's future. Also, remember inflation and availability. Prices aren't frozen. Inflation has been creeping up, so food and services can get pricier. Imported brands and, some Western items may be hard to find or just expensive. So it's important to adjust your expectations. It's really local-first living. Healthcare and safety, here's what to know. Public healthcare exists and provides basic services. But honestly, many expats choose private health insurance. Why is that? Well, it's faster access, English-speaking doctors, and, standards that are closer to what you might expect in Western countries. Private coverage is an extra monthly cost, but it's often considered essential. On safety, North Macedonia actually feels safe. Walking around Skopje late at night felt easier than in many big Western cities, to be honest. The Balkan way, warmth, family, and rules that bend. There's a cultural rhythm I like to call the Balkan way. It's this blend of centuries-old traditions, tight family bonds, and honestly, a skepticism toward bureaucracy. People here really value relationships, your word, your handshake, often way more than paperwork. And this creates such deep hospitality. Expect invitations into homes, plates piled high, and rakija poured generous and strong. Accept those invitations. Say yes to the coffee. Those moments, honestly, are where the real country lives. But the Balkan way also means official processes may feel informal, inconsistent, or just plain slow. Expect to navigate systems where rules exist, but are bent in practice. That leads straight into the final boss every expat faces: bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. The residency permit and other survival tips. Residency permits, bank accounts, and government forms can be a total maze. Documents requested one day can change the next. Officials might ask for something that isn't even on the checklist. Sometimes the fix is having a local contact who just knows the right person. For Westerners used to clear rules, this friction is totally infuriating. but it's part of the local landscape. So, my advice? Bring patience, copies of everything, and, honestly, a willingness to learn how things actually get done. Find expat groups, a local fixer, or maybe even a friendly lawyer. Expect paperwork to take time and, build some buffer time into your plans. Laugh when you can. Offer coffee to the helpful person. It works more than you'd expect. Outside city centers, English drops dramatically. Making deep local friendships almost always requires learning Macedonian. Even just, basic phrases open doors. People really appreciate effort, and those who try quickly attract invitations and warmth. Macedonian society is tight-knit. Friends often know each other for decades. That means acceptance into inner circles can be slow. Don't be discouraged. If you want more than expat friends, invest in the language and the long game. The rewards are huge: private jokes, meaningful conversations, and invitations to family gatherings that reveal the country's heart. Daily life here is really centered around food, cafes, nature, and just wandering through neighborhoods. The food is honestly simple, fresh, and hearty. You can expect lots of cheeses, grilled meats, fresh bread, and dishes like tavche gravche, those baked beans that honestly taste just like home. Cafes are where life kind of happens. There are slow mornings, long conversations, and a lot of people watching. And this cafe culture isn't just for Instagram. It's really a daily ritual. Nature here is, criminally underrated. Lake Ohrid's clear waters, the peaks of national parks, and those quiet villages really feel like an escape from all the modern noise. Weekend getaways are both cheap and, honestly, spectacular. So, bring your hiking shoes and a sense of curiosity. But there are some infrastructure trade-offs and, a bit of pollution. Not everything matches Western standards, and public infrastructure can be a little spotty. Roads can really vary in quality, and honestly, some services are just slower. In the winter, Skopje experiences air pollution problems that can get pretty serious, so you might want to consider the time of year if you're sensitive to air quality.
Know you've been a good friend.
Electricity and internet are generally reliable in cities, but, you should expect small outages sometimes. The expat community is a lifeline. It's where you get practical advice, meet people quickly, and share victories, like finally finding peanut butter that actually tastes right. But honestly, it can become a pretty comfortable bubble. If true integration is your goal, you'll want to balance socializing with expats and really investing in local relationships. The expat path is fast and easy, while the local path is slow and deep. So, is it worth it? Short answer. For me, yes, absolutely. But it does come with a big caveat. If you want convenience, predictability, polished infrastructure, or a Western-style public service experience, North Macedonia will frustrate you. If you want authenticity, natural beauty, affordability with foreign income, and real human warmth, you'll find something rare. This country really pushed me, patience, humility, and curiosity. It taught me to slow down, rely on people rather than processes, and savor those small invitations. It's not a vacation destination, it's a place to live differently. It's gritty, messy, warm, and honest. So, final thoughts: hop or pause? If you're an explorer who prefers authenticity over polish, who wants community and nature more than refrigerators with 24 foreign brands, North Macedonia can absolutely change you. It's not the easy money European fantasy you might have seen in clickbait. It's richer, more complicated, and rewarding in ways those headlines just don't capture. Thanks for joining me on this unfiltered tour. If you liked this deep dive, please subscribe to Traveling Kangaroo for more honest travel life guides. Follow us on social media to keep up with stories, photos, and quick tips. Visit travelingkangaroo.com for checklists, resources, and links mentioned in this video. Keep hopping, stay curious, and if North Macedonia calls you, come with patience, a smiling heart, and a willingness to say yes to coffee. See you next time on Traveling Kangaroo. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, follow, and visit travelingkangaroo.com.